A year ago to the day, I posted this on Instagram. This post is not original to me, but I updated the numbers to reflect the inflation of November 2020, and I changed some of the items within this post. The point of the post was to show the progression of the death of the dollar. We are going to update these numbers to see what, if anything, has changed in the last year. Coming up. Hey everyone, welcome to Campbell's Coins. First off, today is November 11th, Veterans Day, and I wanted to thank all the veterans out there for their service and sacrifice to and for this nation. Thank you so much. The point of this Instagram post was numerous. First, it was to highlight purchasing power over the years. Back in the early 1900s, a $20 bill and a $20 gold coin would purchase the same amount of things. Their values were synonymous. Today, their values have departed greatly. I've covered the death of the dollar extensively on this channel, from its purchasing power since Nixon took the United States off the gold standard in the 1970s, to the inflation affecting us today, and all the monetary printing. In November 2020, I used spot gold price as valuation, although the numismatic value of a St. Gaudens is much higher than spot gold price. I took that spot price and divided against the national average price for the following items: a gallon of milk, a gallon of gas, a dozen eggs, and first-class stamps, to see how much one can buy of each item. I then took a $20 bill and divided those same national average prices for those same items to see how much one can buy with a $20 bill. It highlights how much more the gold coin has grown in value compared to the paper currency. The paper currency has dropped in value, while the gold coin can buy so much more. In 2020, the $20 bill could get you 5.12 gallons of milk, or 9.44 gallons of gas, or 14.8 dozen eggs, or 36 first-class stamps. In contrast, the gold coin can get you 479.6 gallons of milk, or 883.32 gallons of gas, or 1,385 dozen eggs, or 3,407 first-class stamps. It has been a year to the day since I posted this video, and I thought it would be interesting to see how much this has changed. Spot gold price today is around $18.56, slightly less than this time last year. I think it was $18.74. A $20 bill can get you 4 gallons of milk, or 5.85 gallons of gas, or 10.81 dozen eggs, or 36 first-class stamps. The price of stamps haven't grown, so one is able to buy the same as they could last year. But the price of everything else has risen dramatically from last year's average. It may not look like much, but milk is up 22%, gas is up 39%, and eggs are up 27%. These aren't items only purchased by a select few. These are staple items purchased by everyone. I'm sure some of you noticed that the gold price purchased less as well. Yes, that is true. The gold price didn't grow, but the price of these goods did climb, so obviously it will purchase less. If gold is a hedge against inflation, why haven't we seen the price of gold rise? This question has been sent to me a few times, and the answer to this question is multifaceted. Part of that answer is the gold price lags. Look at the other commodities out there: oil, uranium, gas. All of these are up massively over this time last year. Another part of that answer is price suppression. A rising gold and silver price is indicative of a failing economy. They have a lot of skin in the game to keep the price of gold and silver down. That being said, we have seen gold jump in price about 9.5% since late September 2021, and sooner rather than later, we will see gold catch up more. Why is all this important to show you fine folks? This shows purchasing power with the dollar and how every year, what you can purchase is less and less. CPI, which is Consumer Price Index, those numbers came out yesterday, the highest that they have been since the 1990s. Headline inflation was posted at 6.2%. Do you think it's just 6.2% when the price of these items are way up more than 6.2% from this time last year? Many economists believe that the real inflation rate is somewhere between 12 and 14%. Another fun fact is CPI does not include three major things that everyone pays for year after year: taxes, energy, and food. You can see how the CPI is very misleading when it leaves out these expenses as a calculation for the country's official inflation numbers. As I pointed out in my video, The CPI Lie, this inflation is far from over. The Fed has kept promising it will slow down its money printing, but so far there hasn't been any tapering. When a country doesn't back its currency against anything, they can print as much as they want, and it's not worth anything above the value of the paper and the ink used to create it. The United States printed 35% of all the currency it has ever made in the history of the United States in just 2020. You heard me right. We managed to print 35% of all the paper currency that has ever been made in this country in just 1 year. Numbers prior to last year weren't low by any means. Every 8 years, the US seems to double its debt. I have covered the amount of US money printing in this video, which really highlights the scale of it. I have everything linked down in the description below if you want to look at more. It's important to understand what's going on because inflation is how the government can steal your wealth from you. They do this with irresponsible money printing. You want to get physical assets, which are hedges against inflation. The two main physical assets I buy month after month is gold and silver. If you're interested, check out the other videos I have on my channel discussing the rarity of these metals and how they can help you preserve and protect your wealth. If you made it this far in the video, you guys and gals are my super stackers and collectors, and I appreciate you. Thank you all for watching. This is Campbell's Coins, and that is my 2 cents.